I watched a lot of Star Wars: The Clone Wars when I was younger because I love Star Wars, and seeing a cartoony version of it and that it played an important role in the actual canon was pretty enticing to me, so I watched it. It's been a while, but I just finished season 7, and yeah, I know I'm like a week late on this. Sure, all of you guys have already seen it, so I'm gonna get into slight spoilers. I'm not gonna go too in depth, but I will be talking about some spoilers. But yeah, what's up, guys? DPX here, reviewing today Star Wars: The Clone Wars Season 7, or the final season, whatever you want to call it. But before we get started, you know what to do. Be sure to like this video, subscribe if you're new, turn on notifications, and leave a comment, and you'll be a loyal subscriber. So it's great that we have Clone Wars Season 7. After Disney canceled it, but then decided, you know what, let's put it on Disney Plus. Finish it up on Disney Plus. One cool thing, that there are 12 episodes, so there are 3 different arcs spanned between 4 episodes each. The first arc is about Rex and Echo and the Bad Batch. The second arc, with the next 4 episodes, is reintroducing Ahsoka and introducing the Martez twins. And the third arc is pretty much like, man, where do I even start with that one? So I'll briefly talk about each of the 3 arcs separately, and I'll put them together and tell you what I think about the show as a whole. We're gonna start off with the first arc, that being like the Bad Batch and you know, like Rex and Echo. So that's being episode 1, The Bad Batch, episode 2, A Distant Echo, episode 3, On the Wings of Kira Dax, and episode 4, Unfinished Business. I kind of like this one. I mean, after watching the whole season, I kind of like it a bit less, but when I was like finished watching the whole first 4 episodes, I liked it. Rex and his crew are teaming up with the Bad Batch. They're a group of other stormtroopers, but like they look suspicious and everything, and they're trying to find Echo, who's a stormtrooper who is believed to be dead, but it turns out he's actually not dead. But the more I thought about it, it's a bit weird, because like Echo had some like beefing, he was beefing with the Bad Batch and everything, and then, you know, they all hate Echo, the Bad Batch, they all hate Echo. But by the end of the arc, Echo stays with the Bad Batch. I found the episodes entertaining, but just that stuff is just kind of strange. Next up is the next 4 episodes with this next arc, being episode 5, Gone with a Trace, episode 6, Deal or No Deal, episode 7, Dangerous Debt, episode 8, Together Again. This was probably the weakest point of the whole season. It wasn't the worst thing ever. I've seen a lot worse in this show, no less. But it's just dragged on and on and on. It didn't need to be 4 episodes. One of the episodes is completely pointless. It starts with the Martez twins and Ahsoka in jail, to only escape jail and then get caught, and then by the end of the episode end up in the same jail. What was the point of that? And nothing was accomplished in that episode. I don't mind the Martez twins, Rafa and Trace, that much. They're not like annoying or anything, but their constant arguing did kind of annoy me a little bit, and they have a personal grudge against the Jedi. But Ahsoka used to be a Jedi, so that creates a conflict. And then she tells them that she used to be a Jedi, and they're not really that mad. I don't understand, really. These 4 episodes could have been shortened into like 1 or 2 episodes, with making some of the other episodes that aren't the 1 or 2 that I just said, like adding the elements from that into those episodes. You understood what I mean? Like, I get you're trying to reintroduce Ahsoka, obviously, yeah. But there's like a lot of stuff between the Martez twins that just sort of dragged, you know. And then look, the final arc blows the first two arcs completely out of the water. And if it was just these 4 episodes, the show, I'm telling you, the season would be a 10 out of 10. Episode 9 to 12. Old Friends Not Forgotten, Phantom Apprentice, Shattered, and Victory and Death. You can tell they really did try to make these final 4 episodes different from the rest of the season. Like, the intros were even different. There's no, like, narrator telling you what happened last time to, you know, be in the know for these episodes. Like, this was completely different. This could have been like, I like to think of it as the first 8 episodes could have been its own season, right? And then these next 4 episodes sort of maybe making them into like a movie or a mini series for Disney Plus. That would have been perfect. But this saves the season for me. Like, if I didn't review each of these other episodes individually, but if I did, I'm sure all 4 of these episodes would have gotten a 10 out of 10, or at least a 9.5. Like, at least the final 3. The first one was good, but like, no, the final 2 would have gotten perfect scores, and the first 2 would have at least gotten a 9.5, if not a perfect score. But wait, I haven't even told you about them. Ahsoka is sent on a mission to fight Darth Maul. And yep, Darth Maul is back, who seemed to get milked for all he was worth. He was thrown into Rebels, he was thrown into Solo, and it was sort of like, okay, he's just in here. But no, the way he's integrated is awesome. And like the part in the final episode where he's like beating up a bunch of storm clone troopers reminded me so much of that one scene in Rogue One where Darth Vader's murdering all the rebels, and that was awesome. Plus, what is interesting here is that like it's sort of like these next 4 episodes take place sort of during the events of Order 66, or Revenge of the Sith, rather, I should say. Towards the beginning of this arc, it, like, Obi-Wan says, like, Count Dooku is dead, so, yeah, all that. Which actually got me, like, whoa, okay, so that's interesting where this is taking place. And then you can see, like, Rex and Ahsoka are on, like, a ship, and Rex goes to like a different room to receive like a call or something, and it's Palpatine saying execute Order 66. So him and the other stormtroopers are trying to kill Ahsoka, and it just really it hits you when you see Rex really not wanting to kill Ahsoka but like having to. And well, obviously that doesn't happen. Ahsoka doesn't die because she's in Rebels. And she doesn't kill Rex because Rex is also in Rebels. So that creates like a nice like sequence with Ahsoka and the clone troopers. And then it turns out Rex was programmed. He had like something in his brain to make him do that, right? So she somehow got Rex to not do that, and that creates some like more fucking awesome sequences with Rex and Ahsoka teaming up against all the other clones. And while that's going on, we got Darth Maul like just laying havoc on all the clone troopers. Bro, like, these 4 episodes were amazing. In the end, the final season of Star Wars The Clone Wars is in a way very mixed. You get the first arc, which was good. You get the second arc, which was boring, but not like the worst thing in the world. And you get the final arc, which was top notch. Probably like, I didn't even mention the lightsaber fight between Ahsoka and Darth Maul. One of the best lightsaber fights. I almost said farts. What the fuck? One of the best lightsaber fights, not only in just the Clone Wars, but probably all of Star Wars. I'm serious. The final 4 episodes probably had some of the best Star Wars just ever. So I'm kind of conflicted. Took me a while to consider what to give the whole season. I'm gonna give the season an 8.5 out of 10. Just because of the first 8 episodes were, ranged from being just good to meh or boring, but the next 4 episodes were fucking stellar, excellent, exceptional. I'm serious. I'm telling you, if it was just the last 4 episodes, I would this would get a 10 out of 10. I'm serious, but it's not. So 8.5 out of 10. If you are interested and you are waiting to watch this season, look, if you really just want like top-notch Star Wars, just watch the last 4. Like, maybe you can watch some of the first 4 episodes. Maybe you watch one of the middle 4 episodes, but if you were to have to pick 4 episodes out of the 12, do the last 4 episodes. Anyways, this was a long video just because it was kind of 3 separate reviews in one. But yeah, Star Wars The Clone Wars Season 7, what do you think? Be sure to like this video, come subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.